welcome, yeah? International German introductions. That's the settings on right now. Getting into literal this fine night because I want to discuss an important topic today on the latest episode of Where's My Ritalin, right? Right now, those of you who follow my social media, Facebook, whatever, sometimes I pop up with this topic every now and again, having discussions in various settings, the office, restaurants, bars, wherever, right? I want to make it known, make it clear, yeah? Black men don't cheat, yeah? With me on my left, Shay's looking at me. Rolling her eyes. But I want to make a statement. No, I've had enough. And listen, let me put this out there. Yeah? I got love for my brothers of different races. Yeah, it's nothing about that. But I want to post this up with the episode on my Insta. Right, is that it's scientifically and statistically proven. Yeah, that black men are the most faithful ethnic demographic. Yeah, in the world. But yet, our branding is in the mud, tarnished. Yeah, we're considered as absent fathers. We're called players. If I never had a conversation, right? I was walked into the office now, had a conversation, and people said, "Oh, how many kids have you got?" Blah blah blah. Right? And you're laughing already, yeah. So I go, "Oh." So some of my colleagues had a kid. He had 2 kids. Like, so Dwayne, how many kids have you got? So I haven't got, and he goes, "None that you know of." Yeah, I was like, "What? The disrespect." So basically, just because I'm a faithful, God-serving black man, right? Wow, okay. You didn't shut up getting. I'm a faithful guy, and yeah, I'm just being tarnished.
Do you know what? I really wish this particular episode was recorded visually so that people can see the folly on your face.
You know what it is? The passion of truth.
No.
The passion of truth.
Like, literally clutching the pearls.
No, listen, no. I was like, no, it's just upsetting. It's like, why are we always seen as cheaters? Yeah? Because a couple of people have stepped away from the truth. Tristan Thompson, like he was lost. My brother Tristan, we welcome you back into the fold, yeah. But to be fair, it's not even his fault. Like, there's so many great, faithful black men out there that it's like that aren't celebrated. Look at man like Idris, for example.
Okay, I see your black men don't cheat, and I raise you were black men don't get caught.
See, I look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Yeah, we don't get caught, no.
I'm just saying, and I'm not even. This is not a conversation for me.
Why is it not a conversation for you?
I'm going to be very silent today.
Why are you being very silent today?
Because I want to hear you.
No, hold on. No, why do you believe that some women believe that black men are cheaters? And I think cheat as a black...
I don't. Again, wrong. You come to me with these outlandish, crazy themes for podcast topics that you don't tell me until the podcast is actually recorded. And then you expect me to be like, yeah, say, blah, blah, blah. I'm not that hood rat girl. I'm not going to be like, I actually don't think that it is a black male thing. Yes, there are definitely issues that we have as a race in terms of like the absent father thing, blah, blah, blah. And it comes from here and historically this, that and the other. But I think men cheat and women cheat. Like, I don't think this is I think you're trying to grasp onto something.
Pause. So actually, what we're then saying is that women are cheaters. See, so
okay, all right, okay. I hear your women are cheaters, and I raise you black men don't listen. Did you not hear what I said?
No, I'm just saying that. But then I'm just saying, I just know all of my friends around me, faithful, married, black. What? I'm just saying, like, and
it's
then
fine. Don't expose them online. That's right.
Don't expose them.
Don't speak.
Whoa! Truth.
Don't tell
Bible.
them stuff in the podcast. You're absolutely right. Loyalty is much more important than content for your podcast. And yeah, that's
right. Just admit the sheer fact that you're not even co-signing this is. It's just sad. I don't think we've been branded wrong, man. I don't think we've been branded wrong. Like, I just feel that. I mean, the other races might cheat. I can't speak other men. I mean, the Steves and the Jims out there are probably out there.
You're just prejudiced as heck.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying.
Steve and Jim are also black people names, or can be. Steve-O and Jim Bob.
Jim Bobby cheating, yo. Jim Bobby out there drinking Guinness and cheating on his
Guinness Jim.
Cheating on Morag, boy. But yeah, like, No, but I don't know. Listen, I just basically think, you always hear it.
Okay.
God.
I want to know why you've asked the question. I want to know why this is so important for you. Why you feel the need to latch onto something that, in your opinion, elevates your gender, and why you've chosen this thing. Like, there are so many other things. You could be like, black men are actually more intelligent than they make out. Here are the statistics.
Because we're intelligent.
Yes, babe, but you're making content. And you're proudly offering up stats and historical data.
In fact, you know what? In fact, let me draw for my facts. Let me draw for my facts, because I had this the other day, right? And I was like, I need to find this. I need to post it. It broke it down, the numbers, excellently. Does
it empirically prove your point?
It does empirically prove my point.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Yeah. So I'm going to post this, right? It said bigger cheaters by race. Answered by 523.
No, can I see it, please?
I'll give it to you first.
No, because you know what? I want to make sure that you're not like skewing the data.
No. Biggest cheaters by race. Answered by 523,000 women. Over 520,000 women, right? It has Caucasian men, at 22%, It has Spanish men, the Pablos, Fernando Rodriguez of the world, at 17%. Your brethren, Dev Patel, Indian men, 14%.
Do you not understand that?
No one. Asian men, I'm assuming this is, I'm not going to call the names. I'm just saying 10%. The black man in bold,
you know the black man's down there.
At 0%. Yet.
Hold on. What? First of all, I don't know where that data came from.
Science! You can't argue science.
I can make posters too.
No.
I can make a poster that says that exact opposite thing.
Science.
But also, can I just say to you, have you ever considered the fact that black men are at the bottom with 0% rate for cheating because black men don't get into relationships? They're not actually cheating.
But that's the point, that black men don't cheat.
Okay, well, if that's how you want to play this, then you're absolutely
No. But even so, whatever the demographic is they're not so that black men don't cheat. In fact, you know what? There's another clip I want to play from where is she from? She's gone. She was a African doctor. I can't remember where she put it, but she was. I don't know. I'm gonna find it. Right. But I'm just saying there is empirical evidence to suggest this. I might understand this. Why is men ain't shit? I mean, black men ain't shit. Whatever. You can't trust them, and then people are stepping away from us. Like, our branding is bad. It's bad, and I just think that's why I chose this topic before. Because to be fair, previously the reason I've touched on the intelligence thing with the whole NIPS situation and doing better as a community and like building around us, and NIPS to me is an epitome of what we're striving towards. So I thought we touched on that. We haven't touched literally on the heinous defamation.
Oh no, black men touch, babe.
I mean, only when we're asked. Only when we're asked, that goes against us. I just do you not think this is? Do you not agree with me? I'm saying what Leo's face is just like.
I just don't know if maybe you're simple or. I just don't know if this is what the issue is. I'm trying to figure out why you would believe a random black and white poster with no.
No. Don't let believe it. It's not some crayon thing. It's an official document.
Let everyone see.
It's an official document.
Okay, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to create a
Okay, no. It's an official document, yeah. Even Mo Stack has got. Is it Mo Stack? Yeah, Mo Stack's got. Hardy Caprio, sorry. He's got his own brand of clothing that says black men don't cheat. I'm just saying it's like.
You know why?
Why?
Because black men are mugs and they will buy it. That's why.
But even the way you're talking about your kings, You are a young, you are an
Get out of here
aspiring
with all of
queen.
that. Get out of
When we
here
get,
with all of that.
when we get her all that, what? I can't communicate with you, queen. We can't parlay.
You can stop like you
Why?
talk like if you spoke
Why?
like that every day.
No, listen,
one
I
thing.
do.
Don't come
I
on the
so
podcast.
do. I'm like,
Oh my
come on, queen.
day.
Like, we got, why are you like uplifting us?
Fake. You're not. Don't talk to me like you're.
I'm
like
fake.
yeah, no. In
Wow.
as much as king and queen, don't
Wow.
talk to me like you're J Cole. If J Cole walked in
So
here and
what?
said to me,
Because I got
hey,
dreads. Yeah, because I got dreads like light skin, yo.
Listen.
Look at that. See, look at that.
if he came in here and started speaking to me about Queen, I would have fold your clothes. I'm here
all
for
right,
it.
all right. Well, get drinking almond milk. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's right. So, because I'm not a rapper and I'm not light skinned, I don't have worth.
It's not because you have so much worth, my love.
days.
The problem is
That you sound fake right now.
I do. I do.
What's
I'm
the
not even
problem? What's the problem
The
then?
problem is the first and last time it's ever come out your mouth. So that's why you sound fake about kings and queens. Get out.
I've never called someone king or queen before. Like, maybe not
my
you.
presence.
I mean, yeah, now you.
Yeah, because you treat me badly.
Wow. See what? Why do I treat you badly? All right, Shay, let's talk about your feelings for a minute.
No.
Why do I treat you badly?
Let's talk about black men and cheating.
No, about your feelings, because I value you. So come, it's fine. Forget the podcast. Why do you feel? How do I treat you badly, Shay?
Are you not hearing this?
No, how do I treat you badly?
By a vote, by a raise of hands or raise of like buttons or something, please let me know. Okay, comment if you agree with Dwayne, Morty, whatever his name, Jake, Wills,
yeah.
or just like the post if you think that he's been fake as heck.
In fact, I like you so much, yeah, that I was willing to be your stepdad. We just discussed this evening. I was willing to marry into your family and look after you. And what did you say you would do that? What's happened?
Yeah, well, you tell me what I said.
Did you not say you would divorce your mum before that would even happen?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know why?
Why?
Because you cheat on her.
I will never.
Yeah,
cheat.
and I would never hurt anyone in
I'll
my family.
never
so in order to save you,
no.
I need to divorce
I'll
my mum.
never cheat on your mum and her good sticky chicken bites and wings from the Hanson Company that I sometimes do. Weekend deliveries. I'll never cheat on your mum ever. Why?
I can't believe we got here.
Not even too bad. You pushed it there. Your face is actually priceless at this moment in time.
Next episode of Where's My Ritalin is going to be with a new host, Shay, because Morty will be dead.
No, honestly, on a serious level, though, right? I know, I'm not, again, when I ask you questions, I'm not asking you questions for you to speak as an individual. You're a different person. I get it because I think you just have a different female perspective. I said I've given you mine. I know I'm picking samples of certain conversations, of course, undoubtedly. But I know for a fact that there is often things that, there's a perception of that black guys ain't good. That's really not good. Really not good. At all. And listen, I mean, even men in general, take it away from black guys, there is a general perception of men in general that is like, okay. Yeah, there's a general perception of that in general. So I just want to kind of understand from your perspective, why do you think that is?
I think that is... You're going to have to talk because I'm doing my own research.
What was that? You got on Google?
Do that more.
Okay. What? Okay.
Do that more. Anyway, sorry, that was an interlude. What was that about?
No, I want the perspective. So sorry, changes. I want your perspective. Oh, okay. I just wanted the perspective about why is it that women have sometimes a lower view or don't trust the fidelity of their men, black, white, Asian. I mean, predominantly black. But why don't they trust the fidelity of the black man?
No, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think it is that they don't trust that. I think that if we're talking culturally, and this is literally crap coming off the top of my head. I'm literally just making
everything
up.
Is you do crap anyway, but stuff. I mean, I'm sorry. I love
next week's episode.
I love and value everything you have to say. Sorry.
Next week's episode, new host.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely believe that it's because perhaps, and we all have all cultures have it. So you have your kind of your your regular, the top of the crop, who aren't going to publicise or speak about or blah, blah, blah. But then I wonder if it's because and I'm speaking for our culture because I'm in it, but not because I'm fully aware, but I'm speaking about people, I guess, around me or experiences that I've observed, that we are more, like, even in my family, like family members and stuff, we're just more, we can be more vocal about it or deal with it in different ways. Maybe if you're Italian, maybe you put out a mop hit. I don't know. I'm being very, very prejudiced right now. But do you know what I mean? Like,
okay, but you know, here it is. So I'm flipping it. So I know I'm kind of maybe go on the top of the dome with that. But in other cultures, yeah, it's almost accepted that you're allowed to have
so the
extracurricular activity.
Right, or is it's expected?
Mm-hmm. So I know. So okay. So for example, I know. By the way, this wasn't a black man. By the way, a man who was in a relationship, all right, and married.
Maybe black men don't cheat because they're not clever enough to get away with it.
So first of all, black men don't cheat, and black men aren't clever. So between that and the justice system, does a black man even have a chance? Like, look at the way you're speaking. This is why we're an endangered species. On the weekend, that the way they see us came out by Ava DuVernay on Netflix. Yeah, have you heard about that, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Quick segue. No, it's mad actually. I don't care. I'm talking about it. But literally, it's basically this story about 1989 with four boys. And this is a mad segue, but it's interesting. Four boys who basically were actually wrongly accused of rape. And
I did. I have.
That looks fine. I need to watch that. Do you know what?
I don't want to watch that. Thanks.
Not really. No,
not really. I have to watch these things when I'm ready.
No, you have to watch it.
No, I'm serious.
No.
I'll watch it when I'm emotionally and mentally ready. I will watch it. I just can't.
It looks. The clips kind of got me riled up. Anyway, but I'm saying
way too fragile for that right now.
Okay, but I'll watch it for us and fight the cause. But so I'm saying, so I go back to saying, in the age where the black man's so endangered, so under attack, that's how you think. I mean, so back to the point. I mean, I'm supporting you, Shay, Queen, Cleopatra, damn girl. Anyway, basically, yeah, I don't know where the American accent came from, but anyway, basically, yeah, there's a situation that this again, I can't stress a bit. This another individual that I know who was married, went on holiday with someone who was not his wife. And it was generally accepted by his mother-in-law that, you know what, as long as you look after my daughter, as long as you're providing for her, it's all good.
And people, I understand your little story and stuff, but your point is that that's not race-related.
I mean, he cheated and he wasn't black, so it could be no reason. That's your point. No, but what I'm saying is actually in other cultures, is almost allowed. So the question is, why? I guess my point is that why do we put so much currency in fidelity? I mean, what is cheating really? Is cheating that important? Is it that is a fundamental? I mean, we'll see in Shay's face. What is cheating really, and why do we put so much currency on fidelity?
Kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. Those are my two questions. Those are my two questions. What is cheating really?
I was busting joke with everything I was saying before. Now I'm gonna get serious with you.
Yeah. So what is cheating really? That's my first question.
Yeah. Okay.
What is cheating really for you, Shay? I mean, in all aspects. I'm not saying basically what for you in a relationship would be considered cheating. By the way, if you see the clenched fist, her face, she's actually looking to fight right now. So if you hear any
wait till this stops recording.
Yes.
For me, and I'd like you to say, I'm going to speak for me. It's a connection, both mental and physical. It's not just a kind of eye stepping out on me. It could be,
So established, we're saying, okay, so kissing, sex, any touching,
all of that.
Teaching. What if your man grazes another girl's knee? Is that cheating?
Shut up.
What?
I grazed your knee.
Is that cheating?
If you were in a relationship and I did this, I'm literally...
No, but sexually, that's a nice knee.
That is...
Is that cheating?
No, it's a gateway drug. It's
it's a gateway to cheating?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not acceptable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if it stops at the grazing the knee, though? Is that still cheating?
It's still something I'd like you to come and talk to me about.
So, babes, can't lie, I went out last night.
I intentionally...
I can't lie. She looking...
I intentionally saw her knee.
That's a good kneecap, yo. Damn. Shoot. We use aqueous cream.
That knee, I need to know what that knee says.
I ain't got that kind of knee at home, but I ain't throwing up though.
Yeah, what's wrong with my knee? Right.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I never call you your name, and today I'm calling you.
I don't care. It's fine. It's cool. Go run it.
So we've spoken about the physical and knee grazing, but also for me, and again, this is very, very me. I would be as broken, or potentially more, if there was an emotional connection.
Okay.
So even if there was no physical, even if it was like somebody you've never met, it's on the internet. Like literally, if I read those messages and there was clearly a kind of, this could be your soulmate kind of thing, it would literally leave me a little bit.
So what is worse? So would potential full-blown sex or emotional cheating be worse?
All of them are bad to me. I just want to clarify that. But if there was, it's the context. It's the context. No. There's again, I don't
both
have
are terminal. But I mean, what?
No, I know. Both, everything's terminal and everything's fixable.
Okay.
So it's all in all.
Okay, well, what is worse? Then I know again.
No,
so, yeah.
there's no worse either.
So what? So I could have a few text messages with, I'll be like, how's your day?
No, because you're asking me to compare the emotional and the physical. I'm saying none are worse until you bring in the context. So if you had 4 different situations and one of them was he got drunk and slept with somebody and he was dumb, that's one context. If you had another where he slept with a female friend he's been close to for years, different context. If you had one where they emotionally connect and he's calling her to speak to things I would hope he would come to me with.
So look at two scenarios. Let me simplify it then, yeah? So you have A, gets night out, gets drunk, sleeps with somebody, yeah?
Yeah.
Or
What's
B,
like that Dominic guy?
Dominic Soler.
Dominic needs to not come home anyway.
No, yeah. He's just dumb. Yeah, but on the stairs, New Year's Eve, all full loving, full package, the whole night, yeah? Cool. That, or Dominic Soler. I'll type man like Dominic, yeah? Do not do you, my brother. Live your life. Wherever you are now, we salute you. Cool. B,
nobody remembers the girl's name though, sorry.
I can't remember that. Listen, she got away scot-free. Listen, she doesn't need to remember her name, but she has having a whale of a time. Dominic looked after her real good. All right, cool. And B, he has an intimate conversation, not necessarily a sexual conversation, but an emotional conversation where he divulged a secret that you prefer he divulged to you. Or something you'd wish you'd raise with you. So it's not even a preference.
Yeah, but it's not even a preference. It's more about something that
my favorite Game of Thrones episode. No, it's more like an intimate.
No, it could even be that because of the context. So if our thing is Game of Thrones,
and you share with her,
and or if it's like me and you, but always talk about Game of Thrones, and this is our thing and then he says to her, I don't even really like Game of Thrones. That puts me in a weaker position, right? Do you understand? It's about
interesting.
It's about the power he takes from me and also transfers to her in a way, whether she uses it or not. Like it's complex anyway.
So we'll get straight. So full blown sex, or I don't really like it. I don't want you with my partner. I hate it. Yeah, full blown sex, no thrones, sex.
We're talking about a drunken night out, full blown sex.
Doesn't matter if you're drunk or not.
No, I'm just asking you. What are you trying to say that it doesn't mean anything?
I mean, okay, yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. She was there. It's convenient. Dominic Soler.
All right, I got 2 scenarios for you. First one, that he dommed her. He came home.
Yeah.
And a very, I don't condone violence, but violent conversation would happen. The second one.
So you punch him up?
No, I'm kidding. I literally wouldn't, but he would definitely.
Don't get twisted. No. Show's out on these streets, you know.
No, shut up. Okay. I would definitely challenge him on it. Like, I would definitely be like, because I'm a girl who understands micro expressions or like, he would be different. And my thing would be...
Oh, we said going down on a girl that says the micro expression. That's a hell of an expression, boy. Sorry.
If he had any love or respect for me, and this was the first time, he wouldn't. I doubt he'd be able to come home and just carry on as normal.
Okay,
and that's what I mean. So I'd notice a difference, even if he didn't admit it, or I would at least be able to challenge something up, blah 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 blah, and I'd do it in a way that was actually healthy for our relationship. The second situation, though, where I found out that he had said to her, "No, I mean, first of all, who are you? Do I even know you? Why are we together?"
Yeah.
And secondly, I think that I would struggle, because there's not just a party who is not here. There's the girl at the club is still at the club, right?
This, you bringing this home to a relationship.
And it could be something I know. It could be it's a different power dynamic. It's a different conversation, because now that he's trusted her with something that he doesn't talk about. I mean, the whole backstory. He doesn't talk to people about things, but he's found it in her heart to say that thing to her, which means that when I now say to him, I challenge him on it. It means that we're going to be at odds. Will he now go back to her and be like, "Oh my God, she didn't like that," because he doesn't see it as a big deal? Do you know what I mean? It's just.
So which one?
I don't know if I can choose, but I would choose number 2 being the one I don't want to deal with. I would rather.
So you'd rather deal with the full-blown loving on the stairs?
Full-blown?
I mean, you're Dominic's, yeah, so I'm basically okay. The full-blown physical act, I'm being silly. The full-blown physical act of infidelity, you'd rather deal with that than.
I wouldn't rather. And I wouldn't.
I mean, it'll be the lesser of two evils.
No. Okay, so it's not the lesser of two evils. I hope I'm making myself plain. I'm just thinking
around. I'm complicated. It's like,
but I'm not. But this is my point. I think that's the point. And there you go, men and women, how we're different, because it's not overcomplicated it slightly. It's actually.
No, I'm talking about in your determinations.
Right.
I'm not saying.
No, it's about how it would make me feel. I would feel a lot worse to deal with situation B than dealing with situation A.
I understand that. That's fine. That makes complete sense. All right, cool. So in that sense, then. So that is cheating. So we define that
they're both cheating.
They're both cheating.
Yeah,
cool.
So but it's a different. The situation B can't be easily classified as cheating. It's not cheating in the traditional sense. Yeah.
But then hold on. Is it then? Okay, so I guess before I get into my next thing about the currency fidelity, I like that phrase. Is it then about the fact that the man, because men are typically meant to cheat, not my black brothers, of course, but men are typically meant to cheat, if you roll your eyes, it's funny, for ego and not for emo. So is the fact then, I mean, I'm throwing that statement out there, you must have to subscribe to it, but so the fact that there's an element of an emotional cheating there, does that then make it a bit more worrying in the context of general society? Is that why they're...
Generally, yes. For me.
Okay. I understand that because in essence, if a man is also, I guess one would argue, I don't know this, I've learned it from my brothers of other demographics, that sometimes, what? I mean, it's in my case study on the statistics that have come out that basically...
These made-up statistics.
What do you mean by made-up statistics? Yeah, so from my research from brothers outside and from other tribes, that they say that sometimes, unfortunately, as much as faithful they would like to be, they are still swayed by the pursuit of the flesh. And it's an affliction that I'm fortunate to avoid. I'm just thankful that...
we've got a 34-year-old virgin here, everyone.
Listen! So pure. I am like fresh sheets out of the wash.
My ears are bleeding.
My ears are bleeding. I mean, stay away from my sheets. Please, I don't want you to sully my sheets, please. Like my fresh, clean soul. But anyway,
I'm sure they featured one of your storylines on Game of Thrones.
What do you mean about the ascension to
debauchery?
No, ascension to a higher plane up to the gods. I am Bran.
You are so far from Bran. You are so far from Bran.
I am the three-eyed chicken.
The only thing like Bran you are is a voyeur.
Oh wow! You find shots like that?
I did.
But you know what? Even if I'm looking, I'm not cheating. Hey, it's not.
To be fair, I think some women would feel that like it's a different. But to me, no.
That's cheating.
No, I think some women.
No
I think some women.
way.
I think some.
Okay. Real talk. I'm gonna be very polite how I put this because I'm mindful of my counterpart here. I'll say I don't give a damn. But basically, is there a scenario where I'm gonna say this politely, where material can be viewed of a
of course
different nature?
No, of course there is.
And like, I'm thinking of you. That's what I'm doing. Basically, would that be cheating? Because if you're in a relationship,
no, it depends on the. To me, that it depends on the relationship, the conversation, and the kind of agreement beforehand. So, for instance, my bestie, before she got married and before he was even her fiance, they had like one of the dates, a conversation about, if you think she's sexy, just be like, she's sexy, right? And I'll look and I'll be like, oh, she is that. Like, let's be in this together. It's not a...
Okay, and then like, if you want, bring her... Was that not part of it? Oh, that's not part of the conversation? I mean,
that may be a part of the conversation you need to have in order to make sure...
Let's get to know her.
In order to make sure that you stay part of the 0 percentile.
The 0 percentile. I love that. Yeah.
But, no. I some people would consider that cheating, but again, I think it's all about context and about character and about the relationship.
Okay. So, which brings me next to my... So apt that you've got a heart in front of you right now. But which brings to my next point.
Yeah.
Why do we put so much currency in fidelity? And I'll expand on that a little bit. It's like, we look at other cultures, yeah? So we look at other tribes where, forget that. Let's go right back. A lot of people here were Christians, right? And many of the great Uncle Isaac. Father
Abraham.
Well, Father Abraham. Listen, Uncle Isaac, Abraham had bare gal around him. Yeah, he had Sarah, and who's the girl? Who's the woman? Oh my gosh, I forgot my Sabbath school lessons. Who is the woman? Obviously he had Isaac, right? Was it Isaac? His son Isaac, right? The one to kill. Anyway, let's not get too deep into that. But he had a son with a woman before Sarah. There's basically biblical characters, kings of the age before, have always had more than one wife, right? And even in certain African tribes or other parts of the world, whatever, like polygamy is celebrated. Do we in modern society put too much currency on fidelity and monogamy?
Do we?
I'm asking you the question.
Oh no, do we? That's my question.
I think we do.
That's my answer.
I think we do.
Do you think we do because you want the answer to be no, so that you can do what the heck you want? I
mean, I still can't do that. I told you, I'm without attachment. I live on the wall. I am Bran. I am on the night's watch.
You're also a liar.
On the night's watch, yeah. But isn't you would do it? Because the question is about that. Really, is monogamy even realistic? If you look at us as a species, I mean. Is there monogamy in the animal kingdom? Do lions only take one lion?
There is a monogamy in the animal kingdom.
All right, David Attenborough, where do you see that? What?
There is. Shut up. Go look it up.
What monogamy
also, not only is that irrelevant.
How is that relevant?
Because we are an advanced...
Tadpoles out there getting it in, fam.
Are you a tadpole?
No, I'm saying to you. I'm just saying to you.
Are you a moose?
Tadpoles are out there.
Are you a moose?
Laying eggs wherever they swim from stream to stream.
Are you a moose?
What?
Are you a giraffe?
I would like to be.
Are you a mammoth?
Lions don't have to.
Are you a mammoth?
What?
Are you a fish?
Do you know what?
Are you a frog? Are you?
I'm a mammal.
No. What are you then?
I'm a mammal.
Homo sapien.
Homo sapien, yeah.
Okay. And
but I've already given you an example of days of yore to a simpler, greater time when many Homo sapiens took on.
Planet Babes were in 2018, not 1820.
And are things necessarily better?
2019 even.
Mm. No, but I'm saying I'll ask the question. But I'll ask the question: do you look your hair for it?
I'm giving him the fish lips. I'm literally pursing my lip, and I don't even do that.
No, but why? Okay, why? Okay, so why do you believe so strongly in monogamy? Tell me.
Okay, because you put the Bible up. Yes, all of these things. And like this wasn't like right. God said it's okay. This was the sign of the times. This is what they did. Sodom and Gomorrah was also in the Bible. We're not going to be like, oh well, that was in the Bible. Look at the context. Look at the word. Look at what we're meant to be doing. Look at what was written. Look at what we're supposed, like, we're meant to believe. Just look at it all. Like, you can't be like, oh yeah, well,
I know. I use that as
blah blah. No, I know.
But
I'm just saying, and that's my point. Like, depending on what you believe, I know that fundamentally as someone who has Christian beliefs, I believe that we are potentially, and that doesn't mean let's not get into gay and whatever, because I'm very liberal and open-minded, and I'm happy for everyone to love who they love. But let me just be really clear about it. I actually do believe in being equally yoked, and so that is a.
Is that monogamy though? When the content,
to me that includes monogamy. I it's complex. It goes with another complex one.
But I think, do you know what? Yeah,
do you think that you could
be real.
Do you think that you could be in love with two people in a lifetime?
Yes, 100%.
At the same time?
Yes.
Completely?
Yes. I have a lot of love to give. No, but I was just saying is that it's like ultimately, all right. I think monogamy creates jealousy and unrealistic expectations. Basically, you're saying that in essence, you're basically saying that you have to be with one person for the rest of your life, forever and ever and ever, and not when
saying you have to be. I'm saying you would want to be.
You'd want to be, but then also when we are continually evolving each day as a human being. So the person you say you're in a relationship at 15, right? The person you are at 15 is not the person you were going to be at 20. So why should the person you be at 30 the person be at 40? Now, in essence, in theory, I'm not saying long cannot happen. I'm just finding a counter argument because I'm playing devil's advocate a bit here. But if you look at the divorce rates at the moment, which I know this is a very well-known statistic, and even though they're trying to spite on my 0 percentile that the black man stands in, you get me? It's true, facts. But anyway, isn't the divorce rate about at least 60%? I might even say, I know it's minimum 55.
But there are loads of mitigating factors in that.
But one could argue that one of those factors are in this day and age, it's very, very hard to be in a monogamous relationship, and also I question the realistic nature of that either. In fact, do you know what? I'll give you another great example. I can say this freely. I used to have a manager, right? Those one of my previous workplaces, not where I work now, it's fine. No, so no one at wherever I work hit me up. It's some of my old workplaces, yeah. She was in a relationship, yeah. She was an assistant head teacher or something like that. Anyway, so her marriage was failing. I think like typical happy family, 2 kids, blah blah blah. The marriage was failing. Do you know what saved their marriage? They started to swing. They started to swing and do certain things, and she would take on, and it evolved. It evolved into she would take on other partners. She would take on other partners, and they'd openly discuss it.
But then again, in the context of basic black and white context of cheating. That wasn't even intentional, guys.
All right, come on
but
now.
in the basic context of cheating, that's not cheating then. They're both in agreement.
No, but I get that, but I'm talking about more the monogamy element. They basically dropped the monogamy card and kind of opened up into it. They send it, and even then, everyone loves up. You like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, right?
Again, it's for me. I think
you lost my question.
No. I know exactly where you're going with it.
Okay.
But I have my reservations over their conversation. In as much as I think they're being very adaptable, I have to absolutely respect, and not more than respect. I actually understand why they've made the choice.
So basically, just for the benefit of those who might know, we might know more about it tonight because you're on topic on that. But they don't call themselves man and wife; they call it a life partnership. Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that.
So
they're making, so basically they got to the stage in their marriage where they didn't really want to work at being what the traditional marriage said you should be and blah, 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 blah. And so they decided to work on themselves and then come back together and having made themselves happy to then surround that person with the happy person, which then made for a really healthy relationship. And then they were able to then see actually, in a different world, we would have done this differently or blah, blah, blah. So they co-inhabit, they co-parent, it's not even a co-parenting, it's just, they're adaptable and they've made it work.
So it's possible there could be additional elements to the relationship, right? There could be.
Yeah, no. Jada's definitely, she definitely mentioned having but again, it's that's
she mentioned what, having a what?
Having an outside person that she had at one period of her life and whatever. But again, that's an agreement they came to. That's a conversation they had.
And the Smiths are doing this. Who are we as common human beings to question the family.
But again, it doesn't mean that it's about, you asked me about, well, if you get married at 16 or 18 or whatever it is, and then you progress and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, relationships,
that's about making choices. Like the question of even, are you too young to marry? Because as much as you're saying, well, you know, this person can change.
I wouldn't say married, by the way. I was literally in relationships. I mean,
oh, okay.
So I would say like I'm married to them.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, but even then, there were people who got married at 16 and are still together. Like, so it's just
the majority of people who get married at 16 are ready together. Let's be honest.
In this day and age, I think there were, like I said, mitigating factors, which include things like divorce being such an easy thing to do these days, and there being access to, you know, shows or whatever where people are like, well, actually, I'm not, you know, I don't have to put up with this. I don't have to, instead of fighting. Like, I've got a friend who is married, or, well, they're separated. And it was we would have conversations where I would listen to her, you know, have the conversation and whatever. But at times I would implore her to put in the work to fight before she made the decision to be like, well, okay, let's just separate, because of the society and whatever we live in today, there doesn't even have to be cheating for us to make the decision to throw in the towel. There are so many more options available and so many more, you know, and that's, again, everything comes back to knowing yourself, because if you understand yourself and know yourself before you get into that relationship, you will understand and know what is. I find it really interesting, people who are like, no, if he cheats, that's it. Because actually, I think fundamentally you can know what is not okay and what you won't allow, but mitigating circumstances. And also, I know you could feel a certain way about a thing, and I could be like, oh, I just had the best conversation with Joey, and, you know, and you could feel that kind of sense of he's connecting with her in a way that doesn't, but for me, it's just a conversation. Do you know what I mean? So mitigating circumstances, and it's about respect, mutual respect, and being able to have a conversation with one another about how something might feel. You should be able to say to me, you telling me about your conversation with Joey made me feel really actually uncomfortable and also a little bit jealous. And in my absolute devotion and love and respect for you, I should be able to say to you, I hear you.
We would cheat though, emotionally, we discussed earlier.
Yeah, but that's why.
Into a conversation with Joey.
But that's why I said to you, it's not as so, because if you if you had said to me,
using my phone line to cheat, girl.
What makes you think you're paying all the bills? But that's the thing. Like, that's why you said to me, is there a no-go thing? And that's why I can't say to you, no, there isn't. Because if the conversation, if it was switched around, and you said to me, you know, I would want you to be like, well, no, I would want to be able to explain to you, babes, that wasn't cheating, or it didn't feel like that for me, or blah blah blah. How I wouldn't be able to have the conversation. And I don't know if that comes down to colour. I don't actually care whether black men cheat or not. I just care that people don't cheat on other people, and cause pain and have respect and blah, blah, blah.
Which is why we need to have polygamy.
Listen, if it works, it works.
So, do you not honestly believe that will move the barrier?
I personally, my personal preference is monogamy. So
why?
I just think I would like to...
Isn't that because of societal convention that you're supposed to conform to?
It is a societal convention, but it's a societal convention that comes from historical, biblical things that I believe in. So I'm happy with it. And also, I think I want to make a choice to be devoted when the time comes to it, to that person who will be the person through thick and thin, da 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 da. So yeah, that's a personal choice. If I've got a friend who's like, we're like open relationship, blah blah blah, I'm not going to be like, clutch the pearls. You do you, babes. Get yours, as long as you're happy, as long as he's respecting you. Do you know what I mean? So
if you want a devoted, thought out, committed relationship,
let's work it out together.
Relationship,
yeah.
Obviously, statistics show you're a black man then. Who won't cheat?
Okay, all right.
I'm saying, I mean, what advice can we give? I mean, I'm out here for all the brothers, yeah? So I know that we've strengthened our community in terms of our fidelity. What can we do to check? I want to reach out really to what's it called? The Caucasians at 22%, and we won't go with the Hispanics in this country, not many, but Caucasians and the Asians at the high numbers. What advice can we give to them in terms of increasing their statistics and their numbers and to reduce their chance of cheating?
Get with the black women, because if you cheat, she'll murder you, and then it won't be cheating because you'll be dead.
What are you basically saying that black women are angry now? Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I am so kidding.
I didn't say.
I am so kidding. It was a joke. It was an absolute joke. Don't start that. Don't start.
That's gonna get done so well, boy.
Don't mug me off, mate.
So anyway, listen. Listen. I think we've come to a good conclusion. Yeah. Once again, so listen. I was on to say strength. Once again, thankful to our brothers that are holding it down. If anyone else wants to, whatever walk of ethnicity or religion, told you this is an exclusive club. We're trying to build unity together. Wherever we are strong and you are weak, we'll uplift you and hold you up. So if anyone's discussed with me about how to remain faithful and stay faithful in your relationships, how to fortify yourselves and resist the temptations of the flesh, because in this day and age, all these things, it's eye candies, first traps on Twitter, on Tinder, and all these other places I know nothing about, right? And I just want to be there for my brothers of all nations and all creeds and all walks of life. So if you want to do anything, hit me up, send me a message, DM and Instagram. We're here. So statistics will be men don't cheat, period. Stay strong, brothers. Time for taking medication. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.